back, everybody. We are back with Gran Turismo 7. It's been a while. I've been playing a lot of MotoGP 7, so this is we're starting to catch up with some of our pre-recorded footage. I think I've probably got about another 2, maybe 3 videos worth of pre-recorded footage. Then hopefully we can get to a point where we are bringing live footage of Gran Turismo 7, hopefully with my new steering wheel as well. So, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like on this video. Hit the subscribe if you like my content and check out some of my older stuff. And don't forget that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new content as it drops onto the channel. So yes, let's dive straight in to the menu books and see what one we have next. Okay, so here we are. We are going to jump straight back into the cafe and find out what menu book we have. So it's menu book 14 and we've got Collect Mustangs, which is good because I quite like Mustangs. Okay, so here we are. We are back with Gran Turismo 7 and we are going to jump straight back into the cafe and find out what menu book it is. So it's menu book 14. We've got to collect some Mustangs. So we've got 3 Mustangs to collect. We've got the Boss from 1969, the Mark 1 from 71 and the GT from 2015. So Luca, for this menu you will be collecting Mustangs. The Mustang series of a high-performance car was produced by Ford and is widely considered an American classic. Collect all 3 and bring them back here and I'll tell you a little bit about these legendary cars. Okay, so I look quite forward to this. Mustang's probably one of my favourite cars. I don't really have a favourite car, to be honest, but it's pretty high up there. I do like the Ford Mustang, GT Shelby or something like that, 500. Back from the Gone in 60 Second days, that film sort of ignited the love for the car for me. So, yeah. Let's jump straight back into the first race. So we've got 3 races to do. We've got Blue Moon first. So here we go. We've got to change our car because it's not a United States model. So we're going. The only United States model we have is a Chevrolet Corvette. But it's only 439 performance points. And it reckons it should be about 530. So we're going to jump straight into the tuning shop and have a look at what sort of stuff we can buy for it. So, as we are just looking through here, we could go with the typical tyres just to try and make it a little bit easier, get a little bit more grip. We then go to Club Sports section and we buy some brakes. Brakes are always good, help you stop. So we're at 504 now. We need to be 530, so we just have a quick scan through and look at what else we could buy. Ride height, help with drag, maybe top speed a little bit as well. Clutch and flywheel increases the sense of direct control, so that'd be good for a car like this anyway. We can't buy that, so let's walk away from that one. Camshaft will be nice. What are we now? 523 if we buy bore up, so let's buy that, gets a little bit more power. Weight reduction, that doesn't do anything for it. Ballast increases your weight. It's only 500, but I don't see the point. We could go for that. Better acceleration, cornering and braking, but again, it doesn't upgrade our PP. So we're looking for an extra 7 PP points, and not really knowing what to buy. That'll do it by 0.30. So secure traction. What's 2-way? So it's the same. Operates with or without the accelerator. Let's buy one of them for exiting corners. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier. So, performance points are now 523.81. That's not 530, but let's just sort of see how it goes. So, let's jump straight out. Blue Moon Bay Speedway. So we got 3rd place or higher for the Mustang Boss, 429. Obviously, we don't want to do 3rd place or higher. We would like to win the races. We get the points. So, hola, I'm Nicholas Robelia. I've come a long way from Chile to race in the United States. Yes, you have. Chile is a very long country running along the west coast of South America. It's home to the Andes. My preferred type of music is thrash metal, and the US is home of many of my favourite brands. Immediately, we are Are you favour the technique called? I didn't get that because I couldn't even say it. So get the wind resistance of your own car. It's used by long straight. So I think they're talking about drag slipstreaming, that sort of stuff, which we do know about because we had to use that in one of our missions in the last couple of videos. So here we go. Corvette Convertible, 1969. Let's jump straight out. This is our first run at this this race in this car. So we've got a Dodge Super B in front and a Firebird Trans Am as we go heavy braking into this tighter corner and get hit up the rear by the Firebird by the sounds of it. We're going to go round the Dodge Super B. We've got the Firebird Trans Am, another one from 1978 in front as we go blasting past that with our upgraded Chevrolet Convertible. So we tip it into the first corner, getting all the way around here. Final corner before the main straight, and we notice, 1, the car doesn't turn, 2, it spins very quickly. And we have another failed attempt at trying to control the spin. So, with a good sort of 7.8 and a few efforts at trying to control the rear tyres and the spinning out of that corner or into the corner, we decide to go back and review some of the different stuff we can get at the tuning shop, just to try and see if we can get anything that helps us with drag or engine response. That might help. Engine response might help because it's the power coming out of the corner, not the power necessarily coming out of the corner, but it's the power and the lack of grip. It's a few different things that are making it harder for us. So yeah, we're just going to try and look at different things to try and make it a little bit better. The issue we have is one of the one of the Ford Mustangs, because they're pretty much Ford Mustangs. It's rather hard to keep up. So the top speed of this car isn't brilliant. So as you can see, we're just displaying there that the Ford Mustang GT 215 one that you have to try and beat. We just don't get there. This is a second attempt just to sort of show you the efforts of pulling away. You can see I've done 59.6 miles already in this car just trying to do this one level. And yes, granted, we would have got the car because we are in top 3, but really we want to be winning the races to get as many credits as we can. But you can see that Ford Mustang in front there, we can't even catch up to a Dodge Viper. We're having to do it under braking and making mistakes such as that. So, with that, and another 52.6 miles put in, we decide that maybe the Corvette Convertible isn't the car for the RF Challenge 550. Obviously, you can see there we've done a little bit more to the car with 546 power points, but still not enough. Still not enough. We need more. So we are going to look at buying a new car. So we head to the showroom of Ford in the America Brand Central and have a look at a few of the cars. So that's the car that we are having a little bit of a problem trying to overtake. We do have a Shelby GT350R from 2016, which looks lovely. So that is something I might look at. However, I do quite like a Focus as well. So this is a difficult one. We didn't know which car to choose, but I didn't want to make it too easy for us, if you like. So we look at a few different options. We've got Dodge as well. So we head to the showroom for Dodge. We could go with a Dodge Viper, which was obviously the car that was which was pulling away from us on the main straights in second place of that race that you just previously saw. We could go and stick with a Chevrolet. We could go for a more up-to-date Camaro or a more up-to-date Corvette. Infiniti, which I don't really know what Infiniti is. They only have the Vision cars, so it's obviously a Gran Turismo thing. We've got the Model S Tesla. That could be pretty funny to try out in a Tesla, but it's 92,000. I know we've got $1 million, but we do want to try and save up for them to buy the race cars, really. So I contemplate buying the Camaro SS or a Corvette C7, but I think seems Ford's one of my favourite brands. We are going to pick the Ford. We go for a Focus RS liquid blue. So let's purchase that for 41,000. As there it is, does look very nice. Do like the look of a Ford Focus, to be honest. So collector level 8 now. Change vehicle now, yes. So let's head back to the race. So here we are. This is where we realise we made a fatal mistake. The drivetrain needs to be FR. However, the Focus we have just bought is 4-wheel drive. So I head back to Brand Central to buy a car that is actually worthy of being used in the actual event that we're trying to do. So do we buy a Chevrolet? Is my thoughts. Or do we buy a Ford? And I just remembered at this point that we did have that Shelby GT350R, which is only 75,000. So we could go with the GT, but we do go with the Shelby because, like I say, it's probably one of my most favourite cars. So colours, for me, it's got to be around. You could go with a black. A black's a really nice colour, but we did just go for a blue Focus RS. So do we stick with that blue colour and try and replicate the colours of our channel? So we stick to the Shelby GT 350R from 2016, which I think is going to be an absolute monster with 525 brake horsepower as we just level up to level 9 there as well. So that's good. So let's head straight back to the map, the world circuits, to see if we can get... see if this is the car that we need to use as we make sure it is changed, because I do not want to be going out. Now, just sort of showing that we haven't bought anything for this car, we haven't updated it in any way. This is completely stock. As we dive out and have a look at how we can get on around here. So this is it. Our first run, no miles driven in the car at the moment. We're going to traction control 3 in a fear that it will be a little bit nasty coming out the corners with that extra horsepower. But we are already blistering to 140 brake horsepower. Miles an hour. Oh, bit of squealing around there. We've got the Boss 429 in front, so we're going to stick in behind him and just completely bliss past him, as we are already at 130 miles an hour. So this car is definitely quicker than the Corvette. We've already clocked 150, which we struggled to even manage. I don't think we even managed it actually in the Corvette. So this is definitely quicker. 160 miles an hour around that corner. On to braking. Didn't want to collect him on the inside, so this is definitely a better car to use. Solus, who you could see in the other videos, we were struggling to overtake in lap 2. However, it is still only lap 1, and we are past the entire grid already. So this is definitely, one, a car that is going to make us win at this circuit. 2, probably maybe slightly overpowered, as I'm just playing around with my indicators there, which I didn't realise you could do with the touch button on the middle of the controller, which is pretty cool. So anyway, we are already 2.2 seconds in front of the Americans here. We've got 3 Americans behind us. As we pull into the final corner, we brake into here and get the tyres squealing and maybe connect. Yeah, we did connect. Maybe connect with that wall, which we did. So now then, down the main straight, what sort of lap times could we get? We tried to traction control 5 or 4 just to try and slow us down a little bit and make it a little bit easier going into the corners. So we did a lap there of a 154.5, and I think, I might be wrong, but I think the lap time we managed on a Corvette was a 157 point something. So we're nearly 3 seconds quicker than the Corvette Convertible. So we are 4 seconds now, ish. Come on, get there. We are 4 seconds now in front of the Americans. As we tip it in at 160 mile an hour all the way around that corner. 162, 164, 165 there. as we come into the final corner and collect the wall for a second time. Probably a third time, to be honest. Okay. So we are going to finish over 4 seconds in front of the Americans in second, third and fourth there. And another 154.9. So that vehicle is definitely overpowered for the... not the teams, that's not what I'm looking for. For the competitors in this series. So we pick up the 15,000 points anyway. We do get the clean race bonus. And we can see there we've done 88.4 miles. In this time round, just to try and do this menu book. So we struggled a little bit, but we are level control free, and we have the Ford Mustang Boss, which we are tempted to switch to purely because the Shelby GT350 is a little bit too overpowered for me. Might make it a little bit too easy for the rest of the races. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump straight back to the garage here and swap vehicles just until. Excuse me, just so that we can get to be a little bit more competitive, not too easy for us. So first things first, let's do our ticket, which we have received for our daily rewards. So what are we going to achieve? Oh wow, we got the car. Okay, that's a big surprise for a change. I don't know what car that is. It's a Toyota Crown Athlete G, which I have no idea what that is, but it looks quite nice, and it's silver metallic, which is quite a nice colour as well. And that does mean we get to collection level 10, which is brilliant. So yeah, that's quite cool. So we back out of that car collection. Let's just check out our car collection here quickly. Actually, I can't be bothered to do that. We just go straight to changing our vehicle. So we are looking for the Ford Mustang Boss. There he is. Let's attach. Let's equip that car and use that for the circuit. But one thing we want to do is just go to the tuning shop quickly, because it's only 486 and we're looking at about 500 and something we need to be. So let's get some soft tyres. Try and control its speed slightly. Get a couple of these. So we're now at 535, but I get a little bit carried away. And we get to 554.1, 548.5. That just takes us over the 550 mark buying that. So let's... we've geared our car up. The next thing we need to do is make it our own, if you like. And give it... you can actually buy a wide body kit for it, which I think is a little bit weird. But give it our own look. So I just nip into the car customization. And it takes me a little bit of a while, but to get a matte black car, which is the only thing we want, you have to do it through the livery editor. So we have to create a design, which literally is just a body paint. And you have to go in and you have to buy the colour first. Then you have to apply it. We don't want to colour the wheels because we're going to buy different wheels, and you have to save it as a different livery, which I think is a little silly. I do think you should just be able to change the colour of your car. Yes, I agree with buying the different paints, but I think you should just be able to change the paint in the shop rather than having to go back to the customization screen. So, yes, a little strange. So anyway, while we're there, we buy some wheels for the car. Try and make it a little bit more of ours and give it a decent... Yeah, look at them. Maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, buy a proper set of wheels and customise the car as much as we can. Because, like I say, I do like a Ford Mustang. So, front... Oh, I like that split. That's cool. That's a nice bumper. So we go for that. We can't do the sides. Get the rear bumper in as well. And get a wing. So we could go for a custom wing. But I think I'm just going to go for the little flat, proper little Ford Mustang drag car flap. Or reminds me more, I say drag car. Maybe a NASCAR drag sort of lip comb, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we've got the Ford Mustang Boss 429 and from 1969, and we're going to go out and use that for the last two races, hopefully. So the first race, we're going to go from Willow Springs. We are power points 550, so we've got 2 laps to do around the International Raceway. Let's just get straight out there, really. So here we go, Traction Control 2. Obviously, it being an older car, we might need that. So we're going to come straight up behind the Super Bird here. Can we get it into the first corner? Oh, I thought we were going to collect it then. We're going to try and hold on to the outsides. We know it goes right in the next corner. Didn't really need to, but we're already past the Firebird. Very easy through here because the corner gets tighter as you go round the corner. Dodge Super B, a little bit of slide in there. Oh, we've collected the Dodge Super B and we are off the track. Get back on the track. Right, onto the brakes. Again, another corner that gets tighter as you go round. Trans Am in front of us from 1978 here as we go round him and we're going to go straight ahead. Oh, he managed to save that. That is another corner that as you go round it gets tighter. Very tighter, in fact. Right, we're going to try and get up the inside of the Trans Am here. We didn't use contact on the Pontiac Firebird there. Right, we're 5th place. 9.3 seconds in front of first with 2 laps to go. Or 2 laps in this circuit. 1.5 laps to go as we go round the final corner. Which is a very big final corner. We're going to try and get up the inside. We're going to use a little bit of dirt there. I suppose technically that counts as one corner. And this is a separate corner. Need to be careful here. Do not hit the back. I think I pushed him off track, to be fair. Which we apologise for. However, we are down the main straight. We now 4.4 seconds to the leader. Onto the brakes. Easy. We've got the Dodge Viper in front of us. He's back. So we're going to go round the Dodge Viper. Onto the brakes. Have to be careful on this corner as well. 2.3 seconds in front. The leader is, and there he is. We can see him. We close him down a hell of a lot round this corner as we drift it round there. Beautiful. Don't touch him. Onto the brakes. 2.8 seconds. Up on our original time. But obviously we know for a fact that that was mainly down to the fact that it was a standing start. We do not go wide out of that corner. Look at that car though. Matte black's beautiful colour. Do like the look of that car. We're not paying attention though, and we managed to go off track. That's what you get for not paying attention. Pay attention. Pay attention in racing games, people. Pay attention. So here we go. We've got to try and catch up with first place now. We're 2 seconds behind in the long sweeping corner left. So hopefully we can manage this. We are up on our original time, which is... oh, mind you, it's a standing start, wasn't it? So we are flat out through here, trying to catch back up with first place after making that mistake and not paying attention. He's made a mistake there. Go a bit wide. We're going to go wide on exit. Oh, dear. Get back on track. I don't know where he is. He's nearly a second behind us and we're pulling away, so we were okay. And we are going to cross the line. And as we cross the line, we are in first position. So that is brilliant for us. Another win after that that silly mistake there, not paying attention. So, we finished 1.1 seconds in front of second place. And that was purely just in the last corner. So this is definitely a nicer vehicle to use as well. And not too overpowered, I don't think. We didn't get the clean race bonus there. We played nudges for quite a few cars. So, 10,000 credits. I was going to say 8,000 credits then. But we get the second Mustang, or the third Mustang, technically, because it's 1, 2, 3. But yeah, we got our second Mustang in the collection. We got one more Mustang to get. And that is in the final race, which I believe was Laguna Seca. I'm hoping. Yes, it was Laguna Seca. So here we are, the final race for this menu book, as we head to the Weathertech Raceway Laguna Seca, and we need 2 laps around this circuit. We've got the Dodge Viper. He's on the grid as well. So this could be interesting. But here we go. So it's a race start. We're going to go straight past 9th place. Can we get 8th by the corner? No, we can't. Camaro Z28. We're going to go very wide into turn 1. But hopefully we can pick up the later apex as he's braking into the corner. Why are you braking in the corner? Dodge Super B. Can we get him by the right-hander? We're going to go up the inside. That's a lunge. That's a Max Verstappen lunge that didn't work out very well when we're on the thick gravel. Get back on circuit. Get back on. We nearly got back on circuit straight into the Camaro, so not ideal. Oh, bit of drift. Straight past the two of them on exit into the corner, exit out of the corner. Onto the brakes for 6th place. Can we go around the outside of him here? Yes, we can. We pull that off quite well. Firebird Trans Am 1978. We've just gone past. We've got 3 Americans in a row. One of them in a Mustang. Oh. Okay, past the Mustang GT coming up the hill as we've got that extra power in our car. Is that a Camaro I see? I think it is. Woo! We touched the back of him as he swings in front of us there. We're going to do a Laguna Seca flip-flop over the corkscrew there. Now we've got the Dodge. I would have said the Dodge would probably follow us and overtake 2nd and 3rd place, but I'd be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, because technically he should do. Right, onto the brakes here as we come. Heavy. We're in the thick gravel again. We've gone wide on quite a few occasions out of this circuit. We are 7 seconds behind 1st place. So we just got to hope that we can try and close down 7 seconds worth here. Onto the brakes. Nice and gently as we went wide out of here last time. We've managed to pull it in for this time, so that's good. Onto the brakes again. Don't go wide. Manage your speed. That's better. A lot better through there. 4.3 seconds in front now. So we've managed to claim about 3 seconds to our sort of leader. Nearly 2 seconds around those couple of corners, actually. So we're closing him down massively here. Easy. Nicely done. Get the power out of the corner. Look at the power compared to his. He's 1 second now, right in front of us. We're going to touch him. Sorry. We collect him there. Sorry about that. As we come out the corner, we're going to overtake him by the, which we have, by the corkscrew. Round the corner and flick it over. Beautiful corner, that corkscrew. Beautiful corner. 4.5 seconds in front of our original time, but we knew that anyway because it was a standing start. We are 1.2 seconds in front of 2nd place, so we are pulling away as we get onto the gravel. Let's not make the same mistake coming into this corner. We're going to brake very heavily into here. Try and use the curbs on exit, which we do. We come out the last corner, onto the power, 2.6 seconds, 2.7 seconds. Finish the race. So we do get 1st place as well in that race, which means we get those all-important credits, and which means we also managed to pick up the last Mustang that we needed for our menu book. So yes, we get those 10,000 credits, which we're craving. And we get the Mustang Mark 1 from 1971, which increases us to nearly 10.5 level of collection points. So, with that accomplished, let's dive straight out of this and get back to the cafe, as we need to go back to Luca and talk to him about these legendary vehicles. As you can see it there, let's get back to the cafe. So that is what we shall do. We will head straight back to the menu and we will go straight into the cafe. So here we are, menu book 14, completed. Collection Mustangs complete. Hey, congratulations, you've got all 3 cars. This completes your Mustang collection. Once you've collected your rewards, I've got some stories to tell you about these cars, which we definitely want to hear. So we've got the Daytona International Speedway. So here it is. Menu book number 14, Collections Mustangs. Luca, you can't talk about American sports cars without mentioning the Ford Mustang. The first generation Ford Mustang from 1964 was a very special place in motoring history. It made its debut at the World's Fair in New York, and within a month over 100,000 orders have been placed. Compared to other American cars of the time, the Mustang was relatively small and had a powerful compact design. The Boss 429 was built to compete in the US immense NASCAR racing, while the legendary GT350 was developed in collaborations with a race winner. So many cars boast over half a century of history of our generation. And the Mustang remains much of an icon in the American motoring today than when it first launched. It has to be the icon. So Camaro is our next menu book, which we will pick up in the next video. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos as they drop on. So we are back, hopefully, with a few more Gran Turismo 7 videos coming up in the future. And we have, I think it was Camaro collection book, menu book 15 to do in the next video. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. And I'll see you all in that next video.